Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Here's Underwood to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hardy. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
I like the way this offense...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Using his feet. Runs through the tackle. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wants to throw. It's Vick. Buying a little time to his left. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Rush is on, being chased. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Missouri wants to go fast.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Moving to his left, trying to make magic with his feet. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it fly. There he goes. He's at the 30. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Vic. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Underwood. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 2nd and long here. On the move. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Trying to get the corner. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looking for blockers. Gives him the big stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Throwing, Underwood. Under pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Fourth down, Underwood. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll run it. It's Hardy. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll move the wide receiver. Spins away from the defense. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw. Look out! Complete downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now staring at a 3rd down. Again, it's Underwood. Looking left. It's caught. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They go play action. Bryce Underwood on the move. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home...
Punt, and he's got room. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? Snapped on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, give to Hardy. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's a give to Hardy. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, here's Hardy. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Vick. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to Hardy.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Rides to the back. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Comes down, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Left side is Buchanan. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Deep throw off his back foot. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got his man across the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Hard running there. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Needed a little more oomph to get it there. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that. Out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Davis. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Hardy. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hill. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll ride him again. Knocked down immediately. Missouri wants to go fast. To the back. Plows through the defense. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Underwood. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Tackle way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. On the run, it's Hill. Swamped immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you have blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Driving forward, it's Hardy. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end.
And into the end zone. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
With the run on 1st and goal. Defense all over him.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Pushes ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense. A timeout, that's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout called by the Huskies, that's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Trying to pound it in. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Rush right in his face. Caught. Takes it out of bounds, and there are 12 seconds remaining to finish this drive.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fresh set of downs going up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a...
He'll take a shot. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He'll run it right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Vick. A shot toward the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. On the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Hardy. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
There's some room. Driving his way all the way down to the
play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run... He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up.
Now, you see how I didn't say nothing against this homo fag? Just go back to overtime and look at the play I picked.